We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Set! Blue 90!
On first down, Greer. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
Looking to throw on second down. Greer throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Greer. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot!
Operating from the gun. Greer over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10. the gun. Greer. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Over.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Check
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen underneath for Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He finds some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want to offer mine. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
They run. It's Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go. And let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Over!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd down, Greer. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Greer. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Greer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Greer eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Greer. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw on 2nd down, Greer into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Johnson fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Greer, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The final shot before break. Greer. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Play action here with Rosen. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got 3. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Check.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Detroit. Gone.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Here's Thomas. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on first down. Greer. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Gun!
Back to throw. Greer. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Looking to throw. Greer looking deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Rosen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rodgers. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Over. Hot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Greer under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The son Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Greer. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on third and long. Greer. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run here with Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Greer. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Greer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now Rosen on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
No, check. Patriot! Detroit!
Back to the air, Rosen after the pick six. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Watch him now, Barney!
On first down, it's Rosen. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Smith catches left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From midfield now, here's Rosen. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Falcons, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.